Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to look at our fourth video in the series, our third progression of the 4-out, 1-in offense. Today we're going to talk about dribble penetration. Dribble penetration is a great way to get open looks, either from the middle of the lane or for a kick-out three. All right. So another big rule that we didn't really talk about in the opening video is if you can beat your defender off the dribble and get to the hoop, do it every time, okay? If you can do that, that should create lots of open opportunities for good shots, all right? The defenders in this offense, if we're moving correctly, the defenders are going to be constantly closing out. So this should provide you with a lot of great opportunities to either get to the hoop or to create kick-out threes, like I said. Every time that someone drives, everyone else has to work to get open as well and be ready for those kickouts and create passing lanes. We'll talk about exactly where we should probably be headed in a second here. But really, it's your job to read the defender and go to a spot where you can easily receive a pass from the driving player. Okay? And as if, you know, with all the things we talk about here, if everything fails, all we want to do is get right back to our 4-out, 1-in positions and restart our offense. Okay? So a couple main things before we look at the driving lanes here. Whenever you catch a pass on the perimeter, you should be catching the pass ready to instantaneously catch it and drive to the hoop. Okay, and that's again because the defender should be closing out late on you. You should be able to catch it and drive to the hoop more often than not. When you do drive, you want to drive as straight as you can from your position to the basket. Okay? You don't want to really take too much of a loop around. You want to drive straight to the basket because that'll be the least amount of time for the defenders to react. All right? When you dribble penetrate to the middle, a floater is going to be a shot that we can look at a lot here. Okay? We get that floater right inside the free throw line, be a good shot to take. So let's take a look at a couple of rotations on drives. There's not really a whole lot of different ways we can drive. Obviously, we're either going to drive baseline or we're going to drive down the middle, right? So let's say we got the ball over here in the three's hands, and he sees that he can probably drive baseline and beat his defender, okay? So he's going to do that. He's going to dribble baseline and beat his defender here. What's probably going to happen is the person who's guarding the 5 or the person who maybe is guarding the 1 is going to step up and help out. Okay, so our 5 is going to have to read the defender and either cut up top here or maybe stay down low here depending on which side the defender's on. So you got to read your defender and what he does. Okay. Meanwhile, 1, you're going to kind of stay over here, somewhere in that range for like a safety kick out. Okay. 2, you're probably going to want to come down baseline as well, because that's going to be a much easier pass for 3 to throw straight on the baseline than it would be to throw from the baseline out to the wing there. And then 4, again, you're going to be just another safety player up top here. If we need to throw it out deep to reset our offense, you can do that. Okay, and again, the numbers in this offense don't really mean much, 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're all interchangeable. So when I say 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm just talking about the person who's at that spot at any time. Okay, so it's any of the 3 guards or maybe our small forward that we have there. Okay, so let's take a look one more time here. Actually, let's go to the other side here. Let's have 2 will be our driving player this time. Okay, maybe this time he drives. He's able to, the defender's guarding baseline a little bit, looking for help in the middle, but he's able to beat his defender off the middle. All right, same thing. Same thing's going to happen here. Really, this 4, the person who's at this spot right here, you're just going to be staying as a kick out here if we need it, just to reset the offense. Okay. 3, you're definitely going to slide into that corner again, looking for a corner 3. 5, your job again is to read your defender. If your defender stays with you, then just stay out, let the 2 get in for the layup there. But most likely he's going to come in and help. So your job is going to find an open spot somewhere in the middle there. All right, now if the D slides over there, then stay where you're at. Right there's a good spot. But if D kind of comes up the middle here, maybe you can slide over to the middle of the other side of the basket here and looking for a layup there. Okay, and then of course same thing, maybe you slide down a little bit here to give to an easier pass. You can slide over the wing. So if the three's in the corner over here, the wing will be open. That'll be an easier pass for two to make. All right, so that covers our dribble penetration from the wing on both sides. What about dribble penetration from the slot? All right, so here we have, one has the ball, and we're going to move our big to the other side because he's always going to stay off the weak side here. All right, so if one can beat his defender off the dribble, so maybe he's going to drive this way, right off the dribble here, and beat his guy. This offensive player definitely should move down to the corner because what might happen is this guy might help in here, and then we can have an easy kick out for a three. Same thing with this defender again. He might help out here. So 5, you're just reading your guy. You might have to pop up a little bit here for a shot. Again, just reading your defender. Okay. 4, you should kind of, or again, not 4, but the person who's standing there should kind of back off here again so we can reset the offense. If one does get stopped there, kind of throw the outlet pass right back out here, and we can reset our offense there. All right, and then 2, again, whoever's over here, you can either stay put, depending on what your defender does, or maybe go down this corner over here. Basically, just read your defender and try to find an open spot on that side. All right, same thing happens if we want to drive to the middle. So let's switch to the other side here. Let's have our 4 drive middle here. So he's going to drive middle and beat his guy. All right, so 5, once again, just read your defender. Okay, if your defender steps straight up here, maybe you want to slide to the other side. But if he kind of cups to the middle here, just stay put, and maybe you get a nice pass there, nice bounce pass there for a layup. Okay? And then our 2 corner guys, again, you want to go down those corners looking for kick-out threes, and the other guy at the slot come up at top to be our outlet. So that covers our dribble penetration. This is, again, our 3rd progression in the 4-out 1-in offense. If you haven't yet checked out the first couple of videos in this, you definitely want to watch those before you rewatch this one. Go back and watch the basics. Go back and watch the pass cut fill. And go back and watch the back cut video before you watch dribble penetration again here. All right. Next time, we'll take a look at our next progression, which is an away screen. So an off the ball screen and the kind of cuts we can make off that.